It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine.
Go not gently into that good night, but rage at the dying of the light. Rage, resistance, dance.
Dukkha really arises from a person's failure to accept the other two characteristics, lack of permanent self and change.
But because there's always some resistance to change, there is a wonderful manifestation of form. There is a dance of love. Resistance, dance.
And we are in every cell in our body, every molecule, every atom is the constant flux, and nothing can be pinned down.
Rage, resistance, dance.
It's a pattern, a doing, a particular kind. And so in just precisely that way, every one of us is a whirlpool in the tide of existence. When I watch a whirlpool in the stream, here's the stream flowing along, and there's always a whirlpool, like the one at Miami. But that whirlpool never really holds any water. The water is all the time rushing through it.
The philosophy of change. From one point of view, change is just too bad. Everything flows away. And there's a kind of sadness in that, a kind of nostalgia, and there may be even a rage. Go not into that good night, but rage. Rage, resistance, dance. Resistance, dance, rage, resistance, dance. We have to watch out for the traps of words.
You must understand the idea of the world as being in flux.
Rage, resistance, dance.
And one of the great puzzles is, in physics, what are electrons doing when we're not looking at them? Because our observation of them
has to modify their behavior. We can't see an electron without putting it in an experimental situation where our examination of it in some way changes it. What we would like to know is what it's doing when we're not looking at it. Rage, resistance. There can be a very fundamental change in one's attitude to the question of the world as fading. On the one hand, resentment, and on the other, delight. If you resist change, rage, resistance, dance. Go not gently into that good night, but rage at the dying of the light. The human mind, as distinct from most animal minds, is terribly aware of time. And so we think a great deal about the future. And we know that every visible form is going to disappear. Rage, resistance, dance. must always be resistance in change. Otherwise, there couldn't be even change. There'd just be the world would go, and that'd be the end of it. But because there's always some resistance to change, there is a wonderful manifestation of form. There is a dance of life. Rage, resistance, dance. And we are in every cell in our body, every molecule, every atom is in constant flux, and nothing can be pinned down. Rage, resistance, dance.